Let's talk about the creative diet, specifically low-fat versus organic decisions. Now, when I say that, I know you might be already wondering, what do I even mean? Getting into referring to our creative process as a diet. It's because we get to choose what we not only intake, but also what we put out. And sometimes we get very caught up in this idea of productivity for productivity's sake. We choose to go for what would be a low-fat decision, and that means something that's not quite what your highest goal is, but it's adjacent enough to keep you at least feeling like you're making momentum. But you could run that race and realize that we were this close for quite some time, but the tectonic plates did continue to shift. And the earthquake that shook our reality when we realized we weren't where we desired to be, it was all by our own engineering. You can have all of the right ingredients, know the recipe intimately, even execute it to perfection. But if you're serving up a decadent chocolate marble cake before the guests have even gotten their appetizers, you can trust that you're gonna get a strange look or two. To be clear, it's not that nobody likes chocolate marble cake. Sequence is the thing that allows us to highlight the right things at the right time so that we can have a full feeling experience. As an artist, I desire for you to share a feeling of mine. Share the thoughts, hold the space, hold empathy, feel the rage and the courage, and even the fear at times. If I simply throw these emotions at you without attempting to introduce you to my world, I am showing you my world then, but it's just a very uncohesive one. And more importantly, I show you that I'm more concerned with you simply consuming than caring about what I desire for you to intake. Consider the question of, who do we make art for? Because we're going to come back to that in a later conversation for sure. Let's turn this idea of sequence towards our creative interior impulse. We live in an age of innumerable distractions, and sometimes even going dream adjacent can be taking you much farther. You set out to do this cool thing that you know is uniquely put on your soul to bring to life. You're very aware that it'll be a process, and you're willing to see it through. After a couple of days of diligent work, you hop online and you're seeing a little bit of a trend that you know you could hop on and hit effortlessly. So you decide to spend about an hour or two on it, definitely locked in and focused. Another hour editing, even admiring yourself afterwards. I know these numbers are kind of conservative. When you reflect on it, you feel really awesome for what you put into it. That's the low-fat part. The momentum that you were gaining on the really cool thing that was implanted and imprinted upon your heart, you've lost that momentum. Now that energy is spent engaging the trend that you hopped on. You're looking for the interactions, you're looking through what's the conversation like on that side of the fence. You see what's going on here? That organic traction is gone. You've still made progress, but now your progress is taking you completely different. Organic decisions are principle-driven, and it's very easy to separate the desire for attention from the desire for actual impact and transformation. I believe that being able to recognize both motives is necessary and vital in this age of social media influence in particular. So just some food for thought today, in your own creative diet. I'm Danny Brophe. Welcome to the Art of Artfulness.